So we got, yeah, believe it or not, the one and the only Corey Heim was able to pull it out in shocking fashion, dominating fashion, to be honest with you. I was pretty impressed. I was really impressed. Yeah, so the interesting part to me was, okay, we went from, a so-so start. There were some wrecks, some bumps, some contact, whatnot. Then it was like all of a sudden the wrecks started happening. And then they started happening and they kept happening. And I mean, it was it's quite the ordeal. And of course, who did you have on the pole? Who started on the pole? None other than, the probably the one everyone picked to win the race, Shane Van Gisbergen. Hell, he was my pick too. He's won going into today. He had won 6 of the last 7 road course events. Well, he didn't even score any stage points today, folks. Matter of fact, he fell from I think 12th or 13th down to 16th. He's right on the bubble on the chase now. Yeah, he did not have a very good run because he was collected in an accident while battling for the lead with teammate Connor Zilic and I believe it was Austin Hill. Really bad situation. Really bad situation. But here, we're going to go ahead and give you guys the rundown. We'll go ahead and we'll start with the obvious, the winner, scoring his first, probably of many future wins. The one and the only, Corey Heim. Hey, Raymond, 14, 14T9K. Where am I from? Well, buddy, turns out I'm from Ohio. Where are you from? And remember, guys, if you could please like the chat or like the stream, draws more people in. This is what I do for a living. I love talking about NASCAR. It's my life. Anyways, the rundown here. Oh, India! Wow, awesome. Well, thank you for being on the stream, sir. Anyway, currently, if you have any and also Ramon, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to just ask. Anyway, so the rundown. Thank you. Hello, Amon. I won. What is going on? Yes, it turns out that Corey Heim in his number 67 Mobile One Toyota for 2311 Racing was able to score his first career victory in the Cup Series. Very impressive. Very impressive. Now, his teammate was right behind him, and his teammate had a very, very impressive day himself after running into several issues. Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace in that number 2311, the number 23 from 2311 Racing. The Toyota finished second, right behind his teammate. Is my idol. My real name is Sophia. Oh, hello, Sophia. Good. Nice. Thank you. I appreciate you. My name's Steve. Good to meet you. Now, let's get back to the NASCAR, guys. It wasn't a win, but in third place, you have Kyle Larson in the number 5 HendrickCars.com Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. In the fourth place, another amazing run in fourth place. We got Zane Smith in the Front Row Motorsports, number 38 Ford. And Ford has not had a good run at all. I mean, comparatively speaking. They've had their good drivers. They have not had a very overall good run. They really just haven't. They're gonna the whole thing behind that is, guys, is they're gonna be getting new bodies at the conclusion of this season. Okay, and when they do, I think they'll catch up drastically with Toyota and Chevrolet. I really do. I think they will. Um, hello, hey Ramon. Thanks for the hearts. That was nice of you. I appreciate that. Um, Now rounding out your top five is one of my favorites from and one of the older drivers in the field. The man AJ Allmendinger in his number 16 Chevrolet, without factory support, mind you. Without factory support, this man got a top five finish on a street course. I mean, that's pretty incredible, I think. I mean, that puts him right up. I think I put him back in the top 20 in points, too. Very solid. Very solid. Okay, now 6 through 10, we have another Ford. Chris Buescher was able to drive his number 17 Ford all the way up to sixth place. I mean, he battled all day, and he was reasonably in the mix. He got into a little bit of issues here and there, but he was able to maintain a top 10 finish. Right behind him was Ross Chastain in his Trackhouse Chevrolet. Um, Honestly, really a solid run for all things considered for how his season's been going. Really, honestly. Behind him, now in eighth place, this man should have had honestly a top five finish, if not being bumped out of the way by AJ Allmendinger. AJ Allmendinger tapped him on the last lap and really got him kind of squirrely. He would end up finishing fourth, but instead he finished eighth. Riley Herbst. Yes, guys, Riley Herbst is really finally starting to get his act together. You got to give credit where credit's due. So, good for Riley Herbst. Then we got ninth place. We ended up with another Ford, Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney was able to bring his number 12 Penske Ford home in ninth. And rounding out your top 10 is Spire's number 71 Chevrolet, Michael McDowell. Michael McDowell did not do bad. He actually had a pretty decent run today. He just got tangled up a couple times, had some mishaps a couple times. It was what it was, but honestly, he didn't do bad. And he came out with the top 10. I'm happy for him. That continues his top 10 streak. It was a top 5 streak, but a top 10 streak on road courses. So we'll see how he does next week at Sonoma. A couple of other really, I mean, Brett Cruz. Brett Cruz ended up Brett Cruz. He ended up taking over for Christopher Bell. All right. Christopher Bell, of course, has his broken hand. Hello, Modded Whiskers. What's going on? If you would, consider liking the stream. It really helps draw more people in. And the more people, the better the conversation. Feel free to ask any questions. Feel free to just communicate. Honestly, keep it NASCAR related if you would, but you can ask anything you want. Just make sure it's not, just make sure it's not vulgar or anything. But yeah, Modded Whiskers, welcome to the stream. So, after all said and done, Carson Hocevar he actually fell back there toward the end. He turned everything back around and was able to drive back up to 19th place. Pretty decent, honestly, pretty decent. And then he also, his teammate Daniel Suarez continues his streak of decent runs. He ended up bringing his number 7 Chevrolet home in the 13th position. And I mean, really, there, and also collected stage points twice. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with that, in my opinion. See, here's the whole thought process in the Spire thing. Okay, guys, Spire is a growing team, a quality team. It's just a matter of them turning the corner and being able to get their own pit crews. When they get their own pit crews and they have their own pit crews and they are theirs, and they're not almost a development thing for Hendrick, because it's not bad being a development system for Hendrick's pit crew, because Hendrick's pit crews are gonna be top. So I mean, you're gonna if you're Hendrick's pit crew development, that means here's Hendrick and here's gonna be you. Do you get what I'm saying? And then here's other people, but here's you. So if you ever want to beat Hendrick, or you want to be tied with Hendrick, or as good as Hendrick, you're gonna have to eventually do something. Do you get what I'm saying, guys? So that's just something that everyone needs to always keep in mind when we're looking at Spire and comparing them to anybody. That's the thing. Okay, that's their Achilles heel, so to speak. Um, really, that's all. I've also, well, hell, if you guys want, I can go ahead and give you the whole rundown of where everybody finished, if you want. Hey, Asphalt Sports Media. Now, Asphalt Opera guys, Asphalt Sports Media is, in fact, my partner in crime, partner in life, my dude, my one and only. He is actually the partner in my show, our show. God, I almost said it wrong. Our show, A Splash of Asphalt. My dude. I didn't know if he'd want to come on. That's why I didn't even. That's why he's not on here right now. He probably don't. Probably kind of wore out. He's out. We've had a long day of racing, long day of doing a lot of work, cutting up a lot of things as far as clips and such. But Josh, welcome, buddy. I'll say this. The race took a drastic turn, and that race took a drastic turn. Cool. That race took one big drastic turn, and when it took that drastic turn, it was when Zilich, Hill, Hill, and SVG, when they got together and they spun, wrapped, and they ended up, you know, really basically taking each other out. That was that. That was the end. That was the end for them. And well, what are you gonna say? Except it's over now. Because yep, that was that for them. Uh, I mean, literally, they finished 36th, 37th, and 38th. And then Brent Cruz, when he took over that 20, he drove from the very back all the way into, I think, 5th or something before he ran into mechanical issues. I believe it was gearbox, if I'm correct. So, but, alright, guys. Well, looks like we're gonna, I think we pretty much went ahead and explained everything discussed everything that happened throughout the race today. Again, congratulations, Corey Heim. Awesome job. Proud of him. Pretty impressed. I have no idea what's going to happen next year, but I think today might just have been a little bit of a hint of what is to come. And if it is, we might just have a phenom on our hands, guys. But if we have a phenom on our hands, think about this. if he does anything like he did in the truck series. Holy shit. Alright, guys. Well, go ahead. We're going to call it a night. Thank you for spending a little time with me here talking about NASCAR. Everyone have a good night. Take care.